So let's just get started. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is KOKOStern, and you're watching Pubwatch, and with me, as always, is the lovely Onin. Onin, say hi.
Hi. So we're living in a quite weird era in Dota 2 where suddenly almost every single pick is viable, and in one single week we've seen 70 heroes used in competitive Dota,
Which never happens.
which has never
That's
happened
so
before.
weird.
And this week we're going to look at one of the many innovators in the scene, bringing back heroes such as Visage, the newly bug-fixed Warlock, and Spectre. It is of course Team Dignitas.
Yeah, I told you. I told you Warlock is gonna get back. I love Warlock. He's so good. You just go mid and you ult people and they don't expect it and then you kill them. That's what I did anyways. So, without further ado, there's one thing I want to say. My webcam is so weird right now. I hope by next episode I'll have proper lighting in here, which would make the picture look so much better. But till then, it kind of looks weird, I think. Anyways, moving straight along, we'll go straight into the game. Onin, are you ready at 2 minutes?
Of course.
3, 2, 1, go. Let's go straight into the game. And we have Good Luck, Have Fun coming in from Sneyking on the Dire. He is playing Gyrocopter. We have D.Rock, Blee, XO, Sakura / Want to Sell. Okay, which is Waytosexy. We have Sunken on the Invoker, which is actually Tides of Time. And at the top we have Ari, 2000, and QWERTY, which is actually Universe. So those are all the guys from Dignitas. And on the Radiant team, we also have a couple of surprise visitors. TC, and Sneyking wants to play Civ 5.
30 seconds to battle.
Apparently. We have Liquid TC playing Silencer in the middle lane. We have March on the bottom playing Phantom Assassin. And also we have Robbie playing Lion, Cupcake playing Batrider, and one more, Kunkka, there we go, which is actually Select, who used to play StarCraft 2 professionally, but now plays Dota.
Yep, and March is also probably a friend of Select. I think both of them may have played in a certain Nirvana International team at one point or another. And I don't know if they're actually on a team together right now, but they're definitely in this pub together right now.
Okay then, yeah, I'm not entirely sure in what team they're in at the moment, but I just remember
I know that
Select.
Select has a team in team matchmaking, along with Merlini and Infinity, but March is not part of that and doesn't seem like a serious team.
Well, who
Because
knows?
that's Merlini. He's not dedicating, so... Yeah.
So, Silencer has been picked, but not very successful recently in professional matches. Just everybody's trying him out because after he finally released in CM in Captain's Mode, you can pick him after the changes, and not been so successful.
Empire has been doing really well with them, but I don't think anyone else has been doing all too great, because sure, he is an amazing laner, and he pretty much automatically wins the mid lane. There's absolutely no one who can even stand against him. But then the question is, what do you do after that? Your nukes are eventually gonna run out, and then you're just a guy with a decent right click, which...
And we have an engagement here on Gyrocopter at the bottom, and Phantom Assassin claims the first blood. Keeper of the Light is going to get away here. They just jumped him from 3 heroes, and the Torn hit. And we have a short pause. We're just going to wait it out. Yeah, Onin, keep talking what you were saying about Silencer.
So yeah, he's got the best lane presence in the game. He always wins mid lane. There's no one who can beat him. But after the laning stage, he just kind of starts dropping off. And eventually he just becomes a guy with decent right-click damage and global silence. And is that alone worth a pick? In some strategies it is. In other strategies it just eventually becomes a dead hero. And it can lose you the game.
Yeah, and we have a second engagement here that Coddle Blast hits everything, and Gyrocopter wants to kill. No, he doesn't actually get it, but Keeper of the Light is going to manage to clean that up, so it's 3 for 1 so far. And, actually Invoker in the middle. Like you said, Silencer just soloed up Invoker very easily. Straight up level 3 so far. 4, actually, right now. That last word is just unfair, in most cases.
Yeah, TC skill build is a little bit surprising considering usually what you want to do as a silencer is just max last word and Curse of the Silent immediately because they just combo insanely well. Last word does amazing damage at early levels and Curse of the Silent. Once a last word lands, you can't do anything to dispel it, so then it just deals even more free damage, saps your mana so you can't really retaliate anymore. But instead he's opted for 1 point Glaives of Wisdom, which also has the nice upside of giving him the ability to Orb Walk and actually giving him the Intelligence Steal immediately, which can sometimes be kind of annoying, getting a kill at level 7 without having Glaives and missing out on 2 Intelligence. That just makes me sad whenever that happens.
Yeah, I do believe they should turn it into retroactive, such like Pudge's Flesh Heap.
Or just put it on last word, because everyone skills last word.
Yeah, it kept changing around, and all the changes that Silencer saw, it was on Glaives, and then it was on last word, and so many changes, and now it's back to Glaives, and I don't know, I just think they should put it on whatever as long as it's, and also retroactive, so you just get it, whatever the case.
Retroactive is a little bit difficult because it does steal from enemies, so then the question is really when should that steal happen? Should suddenly, as soon as you level it, everyone who has already died to you suddenly lose to intelligence no matter where they are? Sounds a little bit odd.
Well, they should maybe put it retroactive and then reduce it. And we have Gyrocopter actually doing a lot of damage to KuroKy, but he can't quite finish it off, and he's going to stand around here. Is there? The stun is right there. The Gyrocopter falls, and Keeper of the Light is going to get away here pretty easily, unless there's another Stifling Dagger. There is one. March decides
Waiting
not
for the blink.
Yeah, waiting for the blink. There we go. No, can't do enough. Just can't do enough alone. And there's so many warding wars going on here.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit surprising how weirdly this bottom lane is going, because this isn't the best tri-lane you could imagine. I mean, Lion isn't a very good tri-lane hero because his nukes do pretty low damage and his stuns also don't last very long, which in turn means that KuroKy is going to have a hard time landing his torrents. And a Phantom Assassin is in general just not a very high damage hero in the early stages. And we're up against Gyrocopter and Keeper of the Light, the two highest damage early game heroes in the game.
Pretty much.
And they're doing well.
Yeah, but
just
they're
not
overextending. They're overextending too much. They're really trying to get the kills, and it's failing.
Yeah, that's the surprising part.
Yeah, we have KuroKy actually rotating top, going up against the very, very happy... Oh, we have... I heard a boom somewhere. I heard a
It was on the
Sunstrike.
top lane, but it
wasn't
wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I guess he was trying to harass KuroKy a little bit so that Universe would have had the opportunity to jump in and Chrono and kill him.
Well, try
But
to...
it missed, so no dice.
He can actually... I mean, if he wants to Chrono, he should Chrono, and then Invoker should just cast a Sunstrike, because it's enough time to use it. But I don't think they should really go for KuroKy. He has a lot of HP as a level 4 hero. I mean, he's lots of strength gain. He's very tanky.
That's true, but there's no one else on this top lane. Now even KuroKy is running away to gank mid.
Can they actually
Bad
get
Rider
Invoker? No, the torrent misses.
Because Bad Rider's just hanging out in the jungle. He doesn't feel like going up against the... It's not even a risky dual lane, but hey, farming the jungle as a Bad Rider is so freaking easy. Why even risk it?
Yeah,
Although,
the downside is that Faceless Void is just having fun in the jungle, in the top lane, so easily.
yeah, that is indeed the downside, because hey, there's his Midas recipe. It's already up. 2 last hits later, and he's got it.
Yeah.
And
They did manage to get, yeah, they managed to get Invoker here with everybody converging at the top, and KuroKy now with a haste.
Dire's middle tower.
And, well, this is lots of trouble, and they go for Gyrocopter. The torrent misses completely, but the haste is still there, and Gyrocopter is going to follow. He deals a lot of damage to everybody. The blast misses, still haste.
Under attack.
Bit of a slowdown, and who's going to get the last hit? Nobody? Will he manage to get away? Stifling Dagger, one, is that enough? No, he actually has magic stick charges. And there we go, we have Silencer coming in to claim the kill.
and to steal some more intelligence.
Definitely. He's up, actually pretty good up till now. He has 6 intelligence stolen. He's level almost 8.
Yeah, that's just showing the dominance of a silencer and what it does to your laning phases. Invoker's
guess-
only level 5, he's pretty
Yeah.
sad.
I guess the question is, if can Silencer get enough intelligence to be able to push his advantage into the mid game, and in most cases it's not the case. As you said, people use Last Word and Curse of the Silent. Right now he's actually has 2 point in Glaives of Wisdom. So we'll see how he manages mid game.
Yeah, it seems like he doesn't want to max the Curse of the Silence, because it does require a number of, well, points, obviously. And just having 1 point kind of forces enemies to use skills. So it's a nice way to bait cooldowns, so that you get an opening to initiate on people, a way to force mistakes. But other than that, he seems he just wants to hard carry, so that kind of makes it so that the amount of int he steals isn't going to be as important as just the amount of items he manages to farm.
Well, if he keeps up with the kills, he's the second to Faceless Void, who obviously is having a lot of fun, especially with his Midas. So he's doing pretty well right now. There's Witch Doctor really wants in, but TC sees him, goes in. Can they actually get him? Global Silence pops, and there's so much damage coming to Witch Doctor. And does he manage to get away? He does have the DD here. And Witch Doctor is in a lot of trouble here. The lasso is here, but for Bat Rider, he is totally dead. And one last hit. More intelligence goes for TC.
Be still.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were trying to accomplish there after that global silence went off. I think they might have overestimated the duration. It's only 4 seconds at this stage, and his TC's last word was a little bit late, so Invoker could have easily gotten off a cold snap before that would have triggered.
He did manage to get the cold snap, and he wasn't cooldown afterwards.
Yeah, but Witch Doctor was not... But... Because I think the idea was throw a cold snap into a death ward, make use of that pretty much perma-stun that you get from that, and get an easy kill that way.
Yeah, and Phantom Assassin at the bottom
Doctor.
gets... Yeah, at the bottom, and one last hit enough from KuroKy to come in, and the complete miss from Gyrocopter.
Witch Doctor only died over there. He actually hiked all the way through the Radiant Jungle, did he?
Yeah, that was... Actually, March got 3 last hits on it, then whoa, the Chronosphere pops as well. The Sunstrike will hit on KuroKy, and March is in a lot of trouble here. Phantom Assassin jumps backwards, but there's Faceless Void. And can they actually get him? Silencers here try to back everyone off, and actually succeeds in doing that. And they want Faceless Void. They actually do a lot of damage. Phantom Assassin so close to dying. Faceless Void does manage to drop. There's no backtracks. Invoker's going to fall as well from the last word. And Gyrocopters, this is a total turnaround. TC doing all the work. And he's actually going to get Gyrocopter as well. No, he cast a spell. He's fine. Wow, TC coming in, turning this completely around.
Yeah, and that's without even having any items. All he's running around with is Magic Wand, Power Threads, a bottle, and a
And
Vitality
while there's a
boost.
lasso and Witch Doctor, he's completely dead.
And that's 14 int.
That's wicked 6 streak at 10 minutes for TC. Carry
Yeah.
Silencer all the way.
Yeah, and I kind of like his build that he's going for. It's gonna be a Rod of Aitos, which some people claim is the worst item in the game. But the thing is, there are a bunch of intelligence heroes that actually don't have any form of slower CC whatsoever. And for them, it's actually a really useful item to set up 1v1 kills. Silencer is the prime example of that.
Yeah,
So
Obsidian.
for him,
Not Obsidian. Obsidian? Outworld Devourer. That's his name now, right?
yes.
Okay, Outworld
Something like
Devourer is also a good example of that. Of getting rid of Atos. The thing is that it does cost a lot, and the bonuses aren't that amazing, so it is still a questionable item. But if you can get it this early, and Silencer has a nice amount of money, it might be pretty damn useful.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And the torrent is there. 2 TPs coming immediately, and Faceless Void time walks away. Can he get away? He does have Chronosphere just in case. And oh, the global silence comes in. There's no crits. No crits, and Faceless Void. Does he decide to ult? The ult is there. Ultimate from Witch Doctor. Come on, Witch Doctor, ult. Come on. It's so late. It's so late. He was torrented up, and Phantom Assassin grabs the kill. And can Faceless Void get out? Ah, the combo was there. Faceless Void so close to Torrent. No, another time lapse will be enough. And we have Silencer once again. Gets a kill on Invoker this time. Phantom Assassin barely making it out. And KuroKy on the run. The ult misses from Gyrocopter, but the stun does not. He needs to get away.
Sneyking is missing these ultimates all around, and that's saying something when the AoE is that huge.
Yeah, KuroKy did fall to Invoker.
To a Fort Spirit.
And yeah, that's it. TC coming in, doing the work every time.
Yeah, and that makes the score now a rather excessive 15-4. Yet if we look at the gold chart, it's only 1,000 gold in the advantage of the Radiant. So
Well, Void is having fun. A lot of fun.
yeah,
with
that's
that
a lot
minus.
of farm. That's a lot of farm on Universe, and some pretty decent farm on the Gyro. And surprisingly, the Invoker is still managing to stay not quite on top, but in the middle
Yeah, they're
with
fine.
about 240 GPM.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Oh, and they want a smoke gank. It's interesting to see what they're gonna, how they manage to carry this silencer forward, and how this silencer manages to carry in. And they want a smoke gank. They really want him, and they're gonna grab Gyrocopter right here. The stun is there, the silence is there. Torrent hits, and Witch Doctor with an ultimate actually does a lot of damage. Coddle Blast as well. And he's gonna run for his life, but he's very much dead. Void is here as well. One last hit. Lion will run for his life. There's no more mana on him. And they're gonna back off.
Yep. It's always a good idea to go ganking with your silencer, because hey, you steal int from it. It's one of the few heroes that actually gains a real benefit from ganking, aside from maybe the hope of getting some additional gold.
Yeah,
But
he now
finally-
now has the money for his Rod of Atos.
That's gonna definitely help them, because the team is a little bit low on disables occasionally if there's no Batrider blink in.
Yeah,
Since
and Lion
those
is
torrents of the KuroKy are kind of unreliable, and he hasn't been hitting them all that well. Especially his ships have probably all missed, I think.
pretty much. Batrider wants to get him. It's so close. Oh god, he was just out of range. The blink, he was smoked up here. He wanted to blink forward, but was just out of range to get the Invoker. So close.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they want the middle tower. KuroKy's hiding here. Can they actually do anything? Keeper, and we do have a blinking. Finally, the blinking from Batrider happens. Global silence as well. They really want Keeper, but he's going to get away. The boat misses completely once again. An ult up on Invoker. He drops. And Lion, no, Lion, no, he did drop. And Gyrocopter, PA doing so much damage. Gyrocopter's still alive, and the Chronosphere hits. That's bye-bye Phantom Assassin.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Invoker did buy back. And he wants KuroKy. No, so close. He missed. I'm not sure if it would have killed KuroKy, but he made it out a second. Wow.
I'm not either. Yeah, I was about to say before they started that push that the one thing that the Radiant team really doesn't have is pushing power. They even can't demolish creep waves all that fast. All they've got for that is KuroKy's Tidebringer, and maybe he wants the Torrent to use it. And they gotta work against Witch Doctor's Casks, and of course Keeper of the Light. Maybe Gyrocopter Ultimate if he wants to use that. So there's plenty of disruption and turtling on the side of Dignitas, making getting these towers quite a lot more difficult.
Yeah, they have Faceless Void on their side, so he just needs to stand. Faceless Void and Gyrocopter, they just need to stand around and farm. And right now, Faceless Void is having a lot of fun. Does have his Maelstrom up in 1,000 gold.
I love this item build, and I don't understand why not everyone is using this.
What, getting a
Last
Maelstrom
few-
immediately?
Yeah, Maelstrom and Midas on Faceless Void. It's like the last few games I've seen Faceless Void in competitive, it's always been a Battle Fury rush. And I just don't understand that, because he recently got that time lock buff, which makes increased attack speed so much more vital on him. Yet people are still playing him as if that never happened and as if cleaving is somehow good on Faceless Void. It really isn't. Maxing attack is the way to play this hero right now.
Well, that's debatable.
Well, let's say it's the superior way to play him. Mathematically superior.
Mathematically superior, man. Way to go.
Yes.
Do you have research to back that up, Onin?
I have theory crafting to back that up.
That's good enough. And Batrider has been missing his hits. And whoa, Witch Doctor does spot him, and Batrider is now in a lot of trouble. He fireflies away, but he's getting so much damage that the ultimate from Witch Doctor will finish him off very quickly. Yeah, he was a bit out of position, and he's been missing his dagger. He's been just an inch away every single time that he's been using the dagger. It's heartbreaking, really.
Yeah, I think he really should take just a few minutes to buy up his Tranquil Boots. They're so cheap, but they give so much movement speed and make initiating so much easier.
And while the Chronosphere at the top does come in here, he really wanted to kill Lion. KuroKy does have a haster, unfortunately, so he's going to get away. But the tower, come back to the tower, and they do manage to get him. On the other hand, we do have TC at the top. Okay, 1 for 1. The boat is there for no reason, misses, well, actually hits Invoker. And faces Void with the last hit. Again, he is 2.6k up on gold. This is going to be so easy for him, and he has a Yasha coming in.
Yeah, it's really surprising to see the gold per minute chart. Currently, Faceless Void, who only has 4 kills and 1 death, sitting at 470 gold. Whereas TC, who's got 9 kills and the same amount of tower kills as well, is about 75 gold per minute behind him. So that Midas Maelstrom build is doing some real work in getting him the farm that he desperately needs to keep his team in the game. And
Silencer now going for an Oblivion Staff, so unless he's going for a Refresher, which might actually happen, because, you know, 10 seconds or 12 seconds of Global Silence is incredible, he's probably going for that Malevolence.
Yeah, Orchid is probably the one core item on Silencer right now. Simply because, hey, you can silence people for 5 seconds, and last word lasts 5 seconds. So, you last word someone, you immediately silence them, and there's nothing they can do.
Finally, the Blink Lasso completely latches up on Invoker, but we have Gyrocopter again, kind of misses his ultimate. TC is here once he did all the damage, and Witch Doctor ultimate picks off Lion. Everybody's using ultimates on one hero at a time, and there we go, that's the Chronosphere up on KuroKy. He's going to drop very quickly, and Batrider is, yeah, the Cold Blast hits. Double kill for Faceless Void. He's just having fun, comes in exactly at the right time, and finishes off whatever happens.
Yeah, gets a few lucky bashes, but even without those, he probably would have gotten them.
And he's actually going to farm in the wrong jungle. TC coming in here. He can't time walk, and there we go.
He
does
had
drop.
stick charges. He could have used those and time walked out.
He tried to time walk, and then he had no mana immediately, and then he was...
He had no mana all the time, but he had stick charges, which were just enough to get him that mana back. So he definitely could have gotten out of there, but just...
It happened so quickly.
He must have panicked a little bit and not noticed.
And then raged afterwards and immediately bought back. That also happened. And there's so much warding going on in this game.
Hey man, it's almost like it's real pros playing Dota.
An actual game. What's going on, man? It's like TC playing boss mode. And yeah, the Invoker isn't doing so well. He's actually doing quite poorly so far. Doesn't have his 4-staff up just yet.
Even the Keeper of the Light is actually farming a little bit better than him, which of course is a lot easier with Illuminate spam, but he's the support and Invoker is the mid laner. You kind of want to have a little bit more farm on him.
And Keeper of the Light's going for an ultimate orb, so he wants the sheep stick early. Which is weird. I mean, no mechanism? Come on. And he's also went for power treads, which is also weird. So Waytosexy, what are you doing?
I think he maybe just like tanking up, as some supports just love doing. Why gets
Wow, the torrent was there. The torrent hits him. That's just enough for TC. That is just completely enough for TC. So much damage, and the Sunstrike misses up on Silencer. He does have regeneration rune, so he's perfectly happy.
Yeah, and he's really close to his Orchid now. Only 600 gold more, which is 1 tower last hit if you can get it. But can he?
Yes, he does.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And there we go. We do have Batrider. The lasso is there, but oh, the ultimate. Oh, and the global silence cancels out Witch Doctor's ultimate. He's in a lot of trouble. The lasso does hit, though I'm not sure he actually needed to use it because Witch Doctor was so slowed. And he does drop to KuroKy this time. First time TC was around and didn't actually get the kill.
On the plus side, Universe just got another chrono off and got a kill on the Phantom Assassin with it. Or maybe without the chrono, I'm not sure. The cooldown is a lot lower than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Well,
Either way,
he does bash.
she's picked up a Shadow Blade. That's interesting,
that's
especially
fun.
since you recently mentioned that everyone makes Shadow Blades on everything.
I told you everyone makes Shadow Blade. It's just good. It's pretty cheap. It gives a nice bonus, and obviously, great escape mechanism for any hero, and initiate as well. So it's the new dagger. It's the new dagger before the 3-second rule.
And at worst, it's just 30 damage, 30 attack speed, and forcing your opponent's supports to constantly spend money on sentries or dusts. And at best, it can just save you from every single gank ever. So, yeah, it's a pretty decent item, though I'm not sure if the Phantom Assassin is really the best pick to go for it, especially with this whole item build of just Face Boots, Vladmir's, and Shadowblade. She doesn't really have much farming power compared to a Faceless Void running around with a Midas and the Maelstrom, and now also a Manta Style.
Yeah,
although that's
complete as Manta
that
Style.
much, not as much farming item.
Yeah, I don't really like the Manta style up on Faceless Void so early.
Oh, there's the second Shadowblade on the Gyrocopter.
Oh, there's also one on the KuroKy. Come on.
So we've already got 3 in one game. It's difficult,
it's everywhere.
Dota.
Everywhere, man. Yeah, I'm wondering, and Silencer does have his Orchid. And Phantom Assassin, check it out. Keeper of the Light, so dead. Just so dead. Just because of that Shadow Blade. It pays dividends, man. It is totally worth it. And we have Faceless Void just going for a solo Roshan. Witch Doctor does have a medallion to help him out from the high ground, and it's kind of uncontested. He time walked in. Easy peasy.
Yep.
Unless the Forged Spirits, are they? No. Okay.
Dire's top
Now they
Maybe
do.
Batrider knows? Yeah, I think he knows. But they can't really do much. They are coming in now with the smoke. The Sunstrike is going to reveal... Let's see. And Lion comes up here on Witch Doctor. They do see him. And Roshan is there. The ship hits Faceless Void in a lot of trouble. Gets away, but Roshan is so low, they should just grab him. Invoker is in a lot of trouble, dies as well. And yeah, this is going to be a turnaround.
Yeah, I think they saw this thanks to this mid lane ward from the Radiant.
Might be.
And then the Forge Spirits just hanging
Gyrocopter.
out in such an odd place would have confirmed it.
Yeah, and Gyrocopter just picking up a haste rune and screw this, I want to kill.
Yeah, thanks to that Shadow Blade, man.
That Shadow Blade. And now he's hasted and has a Shadow Blade. And at the top we do have... Wow, just a Chronosphere. I thought that Witch Doctor was here for some reason, but he isn't. And Faceless Void does manage to get PA. Silencer dead as well, and Phantom Assassin, KuroKy both dead. Silencer in a lot of trouble now. The blast will hit him and deal so much damage, and he's completely gone. That's a total team wipe. That was... How did that happen? That just was weird.
That's just a sick combination of a Faceless Void and a Cold, man. You press a button, get a Chronosphere, everyone's stunned. You press a second button, everyone takes 400 damage. And it also shows how just how great the attack speed build is on Faceless Void, because you just get so many more bashes, so much more damage under your chrono, and also outside of your chrono. TC could barely do anything after resurrecting, just because I bash you and you do nothing. And now they even get a tier 2 tower off it as well, because no one's resurrected fast enough, and their pushing power is ridiculously fast.
Well, yeah, Batrider does want to lasso. He has a Force Staff. He gets stunned for a second, and Force Staff's just as the lasso finishes. So it's not going to do too much. And the Annoying Missile is going to get there. But do they want... The Phantom Assassin jumps in, wants to coddle first. It's the easiest kill. Gyrocopter, stunned up, did manage to die. And Invoker really wants to hit Phantom Assassin. He should get the hell away from there. Faceless Void now joins up. He has 7 seconds to Chronosphere. The ultimate from Witch Doctor does a lot of damage to Batrider. Manages to Force Staff away. Kunkka's running. And finally they stun him up. PA is going to clean him off. There we go. One lucky crit. Faceless Void did pick off Batrider and did use his Chronosphere. TC. Another bash. Come on. Yes, he gets the bash. And he actually time walks to the front. But now he's totally dead. No, he can't face off against PA and Kunkka alone. Not just yet, at least.
Yeah, it really needs some kind of lifesteal before it's able to do that, because Phantom Assassin is just... He's not gonna outdamage him, but he's gonna leech 16% of all her damage back, which gives her quite a bit of an edge until either Faceless Void picks up some kind of lifesteal himself, or perhaps more damage reduction in the form of a butterfly or something like that.
Yeah, we do have a Chrysalis now up on Kunkka. And PA has 4k gold on her. There was actually a team wipe, a complete team wipe on the Dire. So, we'll have to see. There's still lots of carry potential for the Radiant team. And they're still up in terms of kills. They're actually, check out the graphs. Experience is dead on. Dead on. And gold is just 1,000 for the Dire at this point. So, still anyone's game.
Yep. You could argue that the Radiant actually has better carry potential than the Dire, because they've got a Kunkka with Shadowblade and Chrysalis, which can potentially do insane damage if he gets a little bit lucky. You've got a Phantom Assassin who can crit anyone to death in 3 hits if she gets a little bit lucky. And you got a Silencer who's by now stolen 28 intelligence and is really ramping up the items. Gotta say, TC is pretty damn rich for a mid-solo. So they've got 3 really farmed heroes, along with great initiation from the Batrider with Blink and Force, and really good lockdown from the Lion, which both the Gyrocopter and the Faceless Void don't have anything against yet. There's no BKBs on the table.
On the other hand, Gyrocopter now picked up an Eagle Song, and a Gyro with a well-placed ultimate and, you know, Flake Cannon 6 hits on everybody, he has a lot of potential as well. I mean, he's a big carry, and with a Chronosphere and Witch Doctor's ultimate, if they get that combo off, it can be scary.
Yeah, a single Chronosphere in this team leads to a Gyrocopter ultimate, a Witch Doctor ultimate, a Meteor from Invoker, and an Illuminate from Keeper of the Light. So, if that's the whole team in that Chrono, or, you know, just 3 heroes is enough, then you just decimate them and the team fight is easily won from there.
Yeah, like
so
you
the
said,
key for the Radiant team is pretty much going to be not getting caught in that Chrono with, like, at most 1 or 2 heroes, and trying to find the fights all over the place, find segmented fights, and just pick people off on your own terms.
And like you said, Phantom Assassin and Kunkka, if they get a bit lucky with crits. So there's a lot of luck on the Radiant team. It's not over in any way. It's still very much open, but the Radiant team needs more luck than the Dire team. With pretty much, I mean, Chronosphere with any of the other heroes pretty much does incredible damage. And the Chronosphere hits only Kunkka, but that should be enough. And there we go. He does drop to Keeper of the Light, the blast.
Yeah, the problem there was just that Phantom Assassin and TC weren't in position at all. So Lion and Batrider probably could have defended that by, say, initiating on the Coddle and keeping the Faceless Voids disabled with an Impale, and after that an Hex. But doing so would have led them to die as well, because there was no other follow-up which they really needed.
Yeah, and Bat Rider with
But now
incredible
this is the best
initiation.
thing to do.
Yeah, just pick off stragglers, Invoker drops. Bat Rider's so easy to just initiate from 3 screens away.
Yeah, and this is great for the Radiant, because that's a 1-for-1 pick-off, which cost the Faceless Void Chrono. If that's gonna be the name of the whole game, then that's gonna be pretty much in their advantage, as long as Dire doesn't actually manage to push anything down. Because again, they've got much superior pushing power. The Radiant barely has any, aside from well-farmed carries, right-clicking towers.
Yeah, and Phantom Assassin picks off actually a Skull Basher. Which is, I'm not sure if I like this. I mean, she does have almost enough for help. I'm stuck. How did Gyrocopter get in there?
I think he just walked through the trees, honestly.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Not know how
as I was saying, Phantom Assassin wants that Avarice Blade, I guess. But having it before any attack speed, really, I mean, Shadow Blade is nice, but that's all the attack speed she has.
Phantom Strike is also attack speed.
Yeah, it gives you attack speed, but for 4 attacks. And that's it.
Well, if that's not enough to trigger a bash, then you can just blame the RNG gods.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. He blinks forward. Bat Rider does blink forward, and now he's actually in a lot of trouble. Keeper of the Light does have his sheep stick, and luckily, the Force Staff saves him. KuroKy.
Down.
And the
But
Chronosphere actually hits Bat Rider as well, and TC walks in it. Just walks in, line drops as well. TC taking a lot of damage, but he's so tanky. He actually has a plate mail as well. But the stun is there, and he is going to drop. There we go, and Gyrocopter picks off the kill. That was... Why did CC just... He just walked in instead of staying outside and dealing a ton of damage to Faceless Void, which he very easily could have done.
I think he was actually trying to land some sort of spell, probably Last Word, on the Faceless Void, but did it before he was actually in range of it. Something like that is my best guess.
Well, whatever happens, Gyrocopter now picks off his Battle Fury, I almost said, Butterfly, and now attacks even faster with Alacrity. This is going to be Rax. So easy. Or the Torrent, the turn hits, and KuroKy manages to do so much damage. Gyrocopter is there. The lasso actually hits on Faceless Void. Can they actually get him? PA, come on, she wants to get it, but no, they're all running away. And the ultimate from Lion, wow, picks off Gyrocopter. Witch Doctor, come back. The Torrent actually misses. And he's a frog. Owie. Another stun, and he drops. Can Invoker do anything here? And Keeper of the Light, the blast hits everything. So low HP for Bat Rider. Can he get away? One last hit from Invoker. And no, but Faceless Void. Faceless Void comes in with a time walk. And can he get away though?
Yeah, again, this is all in the favor of the Radiant. They want to have these team fights on their
high ground,
their terms.
And Faceless Void does drop,
Dire's top
which
tower
is going to delay him for a long time. He does actually have 4K, so he can just buy back. And he already has a Demon Edge. Where's the money coming from? Everybody's so loaded.
Yeah, Phantom Assassin picks up her Abyssal Blade, which means that she's going to easily win any fight against the Faceless Void right now. And oh, what a perfect... No, she just misses Roshan spawning. No, she got it. They got the time.
Yeah, he knew the time. It was almost perfect. But she's going to have a very easy time picking up Roshan, and this is going to swing it in their favor pretty easily. And that Abyssal Blade, those stuns, I mean, you can stun him immediately for 2 seconds, which might be just enough. And oh, we have Sneyking coming in from behind. He wants to steal it. Can he actually do this? And the ult picks up, and Radiant has been killed by the Radiant. So, and the Phantom Assassin did pick off the Aegis, so he couldn't actually steal it. But well, she's dead. Unless she managed to blink up. Can she blink up? Blink up to the line. There we go. And he does manage to get away, but the cask is there. Bounce, 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 and the ultimate, the Witch Doctor ultimate line immediately stuns him up. But well, he's dead. He is dead, but PA is perfectly fine. Doesn't have the Aegis. It did pop, but she's fine.
With gratitude.
Yep, so that's pretty much just an exchange in gold right now. Just the death of one lion being about 300 gold and a little bit of experience up against some bonus experience for Phantom Assassin and more than 1,000 gold across all the Radiants.
And
So
Sneyking going directly for TC, and TC's just gonna turn around. And he's gonna... Wow, that... Wow, did you just see that?
the X mark broke the lasso.
The X-Mac... Wow, broke the lasso, yeah. That's sad. That's really sad. Miscommunication by the Radiant team here. And the Chronosphere comes in. KuroKy drops so quickly, and PA comes in, picks off the Invoker. Can she do more? No, she drops immediately. Faceless
Damn.
Void has the BKB, has the MKB, excuse me. He's just so big.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, they can't do anything. Like you said, TC, that silencer is so strong, but he just falls off.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
But look at the damage he's
Yeah,
doing.
he is dealing a lot of damage. The ultimate from Lion was enough. And now they picked off Witch Doctor as well. The Rax did fall though. And Gyrocopter ults behind him just for no reason, I guess.
Just in case someone wants to chase him. But it's another fight that went
Weirdly.
in the Dire's favor simply because Radiant was out of position. TC was still healing at the fountain by the time that March was initiating. And it was pretty surprising how fast March dropped the... Pretty much most of that damage was actually done by the gyro. Only Faceless Void added some final damage to kill him. But he did instantly pick off the Keeper of the Light and only needed a few seconds more for the Invoker. So just imagine if there was some actual cover behind that initiation. A Hex on the Void by Lion or something else to give Phantom Assassin the room to actually get those pickoffs so fast. In terms of potential, it's still really even, and as long as these are just one-man chronos on just the KuroKy, or even worse, on just the Batrider or the Lion, the Radiant still has a very decent shot at this.
Yeah, KuroKy now picking off his Daedalus. So, one Rack's gone, but it's not everything. They can still do
especially if you have a KuroKy who's really good at counter-pushing such mega creep waves.
Well, Gyrocopter now does have his Demon Edge, and Faceless Void, like we said, has MKB, has 2k in the bank as well. And it's still Maelstrom. It's still Maelstrom. It can very easily turn into Mjolnir.
Yeah, pretty much waiting for that since
The beginning.
now he stepped up with the damage, so let's go back to the attack speed for all the bashes in the world.
All they need really is one proper Chronosphere on 3 heroes, and it's just so over. And actually, he doesn't need attack speed. Come on, there's Alacrity.
Yeah, it's true, but Alacrity isn't necessarily always there.
Yeah.
It depends on what...
What the Invoker's doing, yeah.
yeah.
And they're just going to push the last tier 2 tower, which is the smartest thing they can do. No high ground advantage. And with Coddle Blasts... Oh, the ultimate from Lion goes on the image. They go for that. So unfortunate. And the Chronosphere actually hits... No, it didn't hit Lion. So their stun is there, but Batrider dealing so much damage. Phantom Assassin is a sheep, and KuroKy's caught. Can he actually get out of this? So much damage to DPS and the stun from the homing missile. Lion with another stun to try to help, but he can't really do anything here. And it's 2 heroes on the sideline. Can't buy back for KuroKy. Batrider as well. This tower's going to go down, and they're just going to go for the racks again.
I really wonder how much damage TC and March could have done if they had just used the guise of that global silence to right-click Faceless Void and try to make something happen. But instead they thought they had an opening to just retreat and take a better fight on their high ground. But that cost them a second hero, which now makes defending so difficult.
And we do have a little bit of damage for Faceless Void, but it's just not enough. Gyrocopter ults up. Lion does fall, and Silencer finally manning up, but he's a sheep. Well, a pig, specifically, and Keeper of the Light picks him off. PA PA runs for her life as the racks fall.
Radiant's top
I think this is it, man.
has fallen.
It looks to be it. And the weirdest thing about this game, if you look at everyone's inventory, there are no BKBs in this game.
Radiant's
I think it's the first game ever without a BKB.
Especially considering there are 5 carries in total. 5 carries and no one wants a BKB.
Well,
That's just
go
that doing.
PA 5. No, okay. A PA needs a Battle Fury and like 3 really awesome crits in a row to kill an entire team, or 2. And
Well, at least Select Ship actually killed
yeah, actually managed
Universe.
to do something, and well, he just dropped so fast to Gyrocopter. Oh, that explains it. Divine Rapier up on Gyro. Yeah, this game is done.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
GG from Select and from I.
Middle tower has fallen.
And that's about it, guys. Universe.
First game.
Yeah, for the first game.
Radiant's ancient
Universe
is
bossing
under
up and now messing around. Finish the goddamn Ancient. Stop being dicks, come on. Just, come on.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
Man.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Oh yeah, your Chronosphere. You want in. Sure, yeah, Chronosphere the fountain so he can't do anything. And you finally use your damn ultimate in succession. And Aui's just gonna stand there. There we go, that's game number 1, guys. Chrono so gay. Totally, coming in from Cupcake Fury, guys. So it was game number 1.
Pick such amazing combo heroes to go with that Chrono.
Yeah. And wow, my webcam is so lagging out at this point. I'm sorry, so my webcam is lagging like crazy. So you're probably seeing me in complete delay. Having some technical issues, but hey, who cares about me as long as you check out the games. So we're actually going to go straight into the second game. And this time, I want to apologize. Forget the webcam. I want to apologize because usually what we normally do is want to have more than one person of the team that we're covering in the game. But in this case, there's only going to be Universe from Dignitas in the second game that we're going to go through. The problem is that I just couldn't give up this game because it's freaking amazing, and the reason it is amazing is we're going to go right in and show you. Onin, are you with me?
I am ready.
At 2 minutes. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. And on the Radiant team, we do have Shadow Fiend, that's Universe. He's actually joined by March once again on the Phantom Lancer. And by, who else? Oh yeah, 1437 from LGD Int on the Shadow Demon. And their opponents is freaking incredible, doing Roshan. And as you can see, it's Navi Puppey, Mouse KuroKy, EGM, S4, and Pajkatt. On the dire
It's
team.
kind of a star-studded team right there.
I don't even know how this happened, but I just saw this game and said, what is going on? And
So we have 2 people from LGD, 1 guy from Dignitas, 1 Korean from...
oh yeah, KuroKy, can you get Shadow Fiend? Oh, okay, hold on, I'm sorry for stopping you here, but KuroKy, level 1 with the power cogs, and we do have the stun from Ogre Magi, but no, he missed the cogs, man. And Pajkatt, and KuroKy's actually, is KuroKy stuck between, yeah.
Stuck
KuroKy's
between
stuck.
3
Okay,
creeps.
finally he stopped, but Pajkatt's there. 1437 is there, and Puppey's here as well. S4, everybody's coming in here, and the stun side hits everybody. And Pajkatt drops, KuroKy drops as well. 1437 is perfectly fine. Puppey, is he going to make it? Yeah, it seems like he's going to make it in S4 as well. So, yeah. That happened. That just happened.
I'm not even sure what happened.
I don't know, just KuroKy, he just wanted to cog something. What was
Oh,
that?
this starter
Slaz?
agrees with us.
Yeah, that was just freaking weird, man. And there's still here. KuroKy, Pajkatt. What are they? There's 4 heroes in the mid lane. And Lycanthrope has Howl as the first skill.
Well, I guess this is a Clockwork and Ogre Magi roaming team who are currently not actually teaming up roaming because Pajkatt is impatient and
But
KuroKy
how
was
does Ogre Magi have Boots of Speed and Orb of Venom?
because he's roaming.
But that's a lot of gold, and he didn't. Did they pull like money? Because everybody has.
And they get the courier. They got it.
They want the courier. Oh, Pajkatt
Yes!
and KuroKy go for the courier. Yeah, they did get him, but they actually. Why did you do the cogs? He just screwed over Ogre Magi.
I think he wanted to cog the courier,
Yeah, but
and then thought I wanted the courier and is punishing Pajkatt for
where
it.
the hell's
Despite
KuroKy?
there not being an individual kill bounty for the courier, it's just team-wide gold, so he got the exact same amount.
I'm not sure what KuroKy's doing, but you know, you have S4 versus Universe in the middle, which is Drow Ranger versus Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend shouldn't have too much trouble, and KuroKy is 1437? No? Okay. Nothing. At the top, we do have, though, Crystal Maiden's a lot of trouble. Ogre Magi came in here with EGM, and they do pick her off, but EGM is dead. He's so dead. And Ogre Magi, is the stun there? Is the stun there? He doesn't need to. He gets a bash. The stun goes on Slardar, but 1437, double kill. Hell yeah. Gets both of them so easy. So easy. And KuroKy is totally in this position right here, standing here in this position.
I think he's trying to gank the dragons, but he's waiting for Pajkatt, because obviously you can't gank solo as a Clockwork who only has power cogs. But he's going to try anyway, and EGM is going to join him from the other side of the river.
Yeah, they want EGM. What level did you? Level 3. Oh yeah, this S4 versus Shadow Fiend, and Shadow Fiend gets it. But hey, EGM comes in, and Shadow Demon and the cogs. He gets the cogs, but he's under the tower.
EGM is blocked by the illusions.
Oh, EGM was blocked by the illusion. Holy crap! And can they?
No.
No, actually, no. He drops. Shadow Demon gets another double kill. 1437. Wow, he gets everybody.
If he's not careful, he's going to. No, he's fine.
No, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, and at the bottom we have March level 5 versus Lycanthrope level 3. Yeah, it's gonna be one more land. Ranger got him. And Drow Ranger got him.
So we're 4 minutes in, and there have been 12 kills already, and apparently they're going for mid again. But
They're
there's a
level-
Crystal Maiden waiting here to babysit Universe,
They're
so
level
that's
2.
not gonna be successful.
But there's 4 heroes here. KuroKy really. What? No, he just cogs. So he has a poor man's shield.
Tower is under attack.
Well, he wants to block stuff.
Okay, I guess. And Radiant's career respawn, so finally, the boots. The boots for, yeah, Universe. Yeah, Universe boots. Great. Great job. And we have a level 2 Ogre Magi, a level 5 Necrolite, and a level 2 Roaming Clockwork heading all to the bottom to gank one unlucky Phantom Lancer. Do they actually have... Yes, they do actually have Dust of Appearance. So this is going to be pretty easy for them. 4 heroes converge on 1. There's TPs are coming in, but the cogs work. The stun is there. And EGM, again, with so coming in here. Phantom Lancer is actually still alive. He's just juking them properly.
Is EGM stuck again?
EGM is stuck again? Holy... Is there's so much damage from the tower. And March, Phantom Lancer is still alive. The cogs actually block off the intro, so they can't do anything. And there's Crystal Maiden managed to come in, pick off both Necrolite and Ogre Magi. KuroKy is in a lot of trouble. At the top, we have Lycanthrope running away from Slardar, but he's so dead. Puppey, one last hit. They both have boots, but Slardar. And can KuroKy make this? Can he get away from Crystal Maiden? Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Wow, so KuroKy is the only one surviving that gank on the dire
They
side.
get a kill?
Whereas on the Radiant, everyone survived.
They didn't get a kill. And KuroKy is...
Taking a faster route back to the fountain so he can heal his mana back up for their next gank attempt.
Ogre Magi, level 2, come on. Slardar trying to stun, no. I have haste, I'm fine.
Yep.
Um...
Although I really have to criticize Pajkatt's build right now. If you're going for Orb of Venom at level 1, at least get Ignite so you can stack the slows and get some really nice...
Finally finds
Going.
Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's top tower is
Sure, dude, yeah, you should criticize the build, because he's level 2 and walking around doing nothing.
Yeah, and my criticism is totally valid because this is a very normal game.
Yeah. Not quite sure what's going on. Puppey's level 5 so far. Let's put up the last hit stab. Obviously, Phantom Lancer is having the most fun at the bottom. And yeah, gold per minute, actually Slardar is doing so well. Better than Phantom Lancer at this point.
Yeah. The gold is actually a little bit surprising considering, once again, there are 10 more kills on the Radiant side, yet all they're ahead is about 1500 gold. Because S4 is having a really nice time in mid, as Drows that are level 6 tend to do. And Puppey is doing surprisingly well in his half jungle, half offlane lycanthrope role-ish kind of.
Thingy.
And now they're ganking up again with 4 people, because
Are
if you're gonna
they?
gank, at least do it properly.
But they're not gonna. No, why gank? Why gank? Ganking.
Well, they were
is...
trying to, but they were waiting for Puppey to arrive, whereas the Radiant was already aware because they have an observer ward which spotted Puppey running up. And of course, everyone on the whole map is gone, so you probably don't wanna get...
Yeah. Wow. EGM. No, EGM. I'm sorry. 1437 does actually get, but the silence is there, and EGM comes in from the top. One slow is enough, and the ultimate is going to finish him off. The ultimate from Necrolite. And whoa, Lycanthrope with the DD, ulting up, tried to get Shadow Fiend, but couldn't actually get the job done. A TP sent him home, and he's going to go for the tower.
Tower is under attack.
And going to get hit by the puppies.
Dire's bottom tower.
Finally,
He's fine.
yeah, he's
Got
now
the
fine.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
It's always kind of interesting to see how Puppey plays Lycanthrope, since so many people think that he's just not very viable anymore, especially as a jungler since the nerf to his wolf's HP. But he just makes it work somehow in every game he does, and he doesn't even pull excessively like some other people have tried making him work with. Because basically you can't jungle with everyone if you just pull
Tower is under attack.
Excessively.
and perfectly. Since getting triple pulls can be a little bit difficult, but if you do it perfectly, then you just get so much experience from that.
If you're a puppy.
And no effort whatsoever. But he just makes it work anyway.
Then we have March and EGM at the bottom. They're actually taking a lot of damage. March he needs one
Got
more.
a fat.
Yeah, he needs one more Spirit Lance to kill EGM, but he backs away.
Dire's middle
EGM is totally baiting that, because he's got enough heal to survive one more nuke, but he got
Does have the dust and Phantom Lancer solo, and he does actually drop. Wow, Necrolite doing a good job, but Shadow Demon is going to finish him off. And there we go.
Dire's middle tower.
He does drop. S4 is here. Can he actually get 1437? The slow is there. The silence is there. One last hit. Good enough. And
Shadow
S4. Boss mode versus Shadow Fiend. But no, the raises are there. Yeah.
I think S4 might have been able to pick up that kill if he didn't get into that raise AoE. It's always something you need to pay very close attention to when you're fighting a Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge, though, what raise he already used up exactly, because, well, in the heat of things, it's not that easy.
Yeah, it takes some really good experience with playing Shadow Fiend yourself, that you just recognize exactly what those ranges are. Or just really good estimation of at what range exactly you've been hit already, so you shouldn't be staying at that same range.
Yeah, and Puppey now picking off his medallion. And they're going to be looking at Roshan, I'm pretty sure. And EGM, yeah, EGM wants Roshan. No, he just wants to shop, though he has no money, so yeah, he wants Roshan. Okay.
They're just all already gathering up, just in case the Radiant isn't aware already that there is currently only one hero on the map.
Uh-huh. Okay then. So yeah, this is gonna be Roshan. As KuroKy pushes bottom, and the entire Radiant team is now making their way to the middle lane, but Roshan is gonna jump so fast. Easy peasy. Drow Ranger gets the Aegis. And Crystal Maiden, Shadow Demon. S4 just goes forward. Just like that. And the blink, there is actually a blink on Slardar. EGM is going to jump very quickly. Drow Ranger is caught up against 5 heroes. The Aegis is going to pop and they just get away. She's dead. S4 completely dead. And the ultimate, oh, that's painful. The ultimate from Shadow Fiend. It wasn't necessary, but he did it anyways. This is not nice. And
It's
wow,
always necessary to overkill a drow picker.
Pajkatt, why are you so close there? There's 5 heroes. You're so dead. Yeah. And the tower is gone. There's actually 3 heroes dead. Are they gonna push more? They're sticking around.
I think they're realizing that it seems like the Dire's heroes just aren't really all that useful, whereas the Radiant has significant farm on 3 heroes. Shadow Fiend, Phantom Lancer, and Slardar are all over 400 GPM. And the supports are, well, they are very useful supports, as opposed to being a one-click wonder Ogre Magi or a Clockwork that can barely hit cogs.
Oh, Slardar is now in the disruption. The ultimate up. Necrolite manages to pick up Phantom Lancer. Lycanthrope is in a lot of trouble. So is Crystal Maiden. She does drop the Necrolite as well. Necrolite doing a lot of work here. And they're on the run. The Radiant team. 1437. Can you get away? The stun doesn't lash in time. And whoa! KuroKy with that hook. Shadow Fiend is going to pick him off for that. But Necrolite picks off the last kill. And that's a triple kill for EGM.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising how well the Dire team is actually doing, despite having a really significant disadvantage in terms of both experience and, I guess, not as much in gold. It's only 5,000. But and also their experience is surprisingly close, actually, especially after those last pickoffs.
How are they managing to stay in this game after all the stupid stuff that they've been doing? I mean, weren't we with 13-3 at some point? What the hell's going on?
Well, I guess what's going on is the fact that they have a Drow Ranger. And Drow Ranger kinda does shit tons of damage no matter what you try doing.
Yeah, that might be true.
That's, and EGM is making some magic happen with his Necrolite, which is often not seen as quite as effective a hero as he's promising it to be. Especially with such an odd item build, phase boots, drums. It's amazing for chasing, which is what they've just been doing right there, but for tanking up and carrying with Necrolite.
And we have Lycanthrope on the run at the top. He still has his ultimate. He's fine. The ultimate has a long duration. Yeah, he's gonna get away at the bottom though. Slardar jumps up with the blink. The stun is there, but then he sees everybody and just runs away. They do have a dust, however, but hey, 1437 is here once again. The Drow Ranger's so dead. Ogre Magi slowed up, and Slardar blinks ahead, and he decides to go to the left instead of keep going to the. Yeah, he's gonna die here. Pajkatt finally stunned up. And yeah,
And now they're probably
Shadowfiend-
gonna team up to
Shadowfiend's-
get themselves more towers.
Yeah, Shadowfiend's Shadowblade is completely useless when everybody has so many sentry wards and dusts everywhere.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they've always, of course, they've got those to counter the Phantom Lancer's double walk,
As well,
but
yeah.
it also works wonders against Shadowblade. Although personally, I love Shadowblade on Shadowfiend in every occasion, simply because the potential opportunity to stand inside someone and get off a Requiem. The amount of burst damage that does is just beautiful. It's more than enough reason for me.
Okay, so there's no more towers left for the Dire team. Well, actually there is, the tier 2. Phantom Lancer, I was sure he got it. One last tier 2 tower standing. And for the Radiant, just this tower was gone. Just the tier 1 here. So there's all that gold going as well. And it's becoming a bigger advantage, slowly but surely. There's like no actual items on anybody in the Dire.
Puppey has enough money. Yeah, he just picked up his Necrobook 1, which is...
Oh, and Slider jumps in, comes in here, stuns up on S4, but the silence hits as well. The cogs do. Moves him a bit backwards. Slider hits up by Necrolite Ultimate, and Necrolite does drop. And they... Wow, Shadow Fiend with the haste. He can deal a lot of damage here. He wants KuroKy. They're running for their lives. Can they do anything? And the tower is gone here, so...
Is under attack.
No, they do not chase further.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And 1437 disconnects.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And no one bothers pausing,
Dire's
because it's
middle
only a Shadow
tower
Demon who really cares.
It's just like the best support in the game. Who cares, man?
Well, aside Coddle. And recently Bane Elemental may be competitive with that title as well.
No, Bane is good at specific occasions, but Shadow Demon is just always good. Shadow Demon is amazing. And Cuddle too,
He is
yeah.
pretty awesome. So yeah, again, it's a very significant lead for the Radiant in terms of map control and overall team strength in these team fights. Yet the experience and the gold, well, the gold is actually getting quite significantly more ahead for the Radiant,
Yeah.
but the experience is still pretty close. And it really comes down to, can they end this game before there's a Necro 3 Lycanthrope?
Puppey! Oh, so much damage. Exactly like you said, that Requiem, but hey, Lycanthrope just gets away.
Yeah, that's always why you should max Frostbite on Crystal Maiden ASAP. The difference between 1.5 and 3 seconds, it's the difference between Lycanthrope dying or surviving right there. So yeah, eventually what this Dire team is gonna become is a Drow Ranger that does insane damage and doesn't die because she has a Necrolite occasionally healing her, and some really good crowd control from Clockwork and Ogre Magi. And the Lycanthrope that's gonna split push wherever the hell he wants, because barely anything on the Radiant team actually helps stopping that. They don't have good anti-push, aside from pretty much Razes and Crystal Nova is the only way that they're gonna demolish creep waves. So all that Puppey has to do is be able to survive a blink in from a Slardar, and I'm pretty sure he's able to do that. There's just not enough lockdown to prevent him from ulting and running away in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah, he's been very successful in ulting and running away so far.
It's just a very, very useful skill in Dota. Clicking button and running away.
And get the hell out, yeah.
But that's how you split push, man. You just stand on the lane, you push it, and before it gets too dangerous, you either back off, or you get ganked, click a button and run away. That's how split pushing works.
So yeah, he immediately ults up here. He really wants to get Crystal Maiden, but yeah, the Frostbite is just enough to push him away as long as Slardar's here as well. And they can't do much. And hey, right now it's 5v4, man. And whoa, at the top we do have Shadow Fiend, Drow Ranger killing off each other. The hell did that happen?
Drow Ranger actually managed to trap, I think, the Shadow Fiend in that little corner up there by the ramp. And so they started man fighting. S4 actually managed to win the man fight despite having significantly less items than Shadow Fiend. Because hey, Drow Ranger totally balanced. But then of course Shadow Fiend's ultimate popped and she died as well.
Oh. That's definitely annoying when Shadow Fiend dies. He takes you with him.
Yep. But I'm really not sure what happened to S4, but it seems like he hasn't farmed anything in the past 5 minutes, 10 minutes maybe even. Because
Yeah,
he's had the same items, just a Claymore working on his Shadow Blade. And his gold per minute is 280.
It's nothing.
Up against Universe's 530.
And Lycan has Necro 3.
Yep, Lycan is the only one farming, and arguably he's the most useful one farming, since he's going to be able to pick off all those towers, deliver all that gold to everyone.
Yeah. And we do have a pause now. As 1437 logs into Steam. We're actually going to go ahead a bit, so Onin, please jump ahead to 2750 of this replay. It's going to take just a second. as we move ahead. And as we do that, I'll just tell you the story. What happened is he logged out and then he logged back onto Steam and then went in Magic the Gathering instead of Dota. So, yeah, it took him a while to get back. It's just 1437 for you.
It happens, man.
Yeah, it happens when you go in Magic the Gathering instead of anything else. So yeah, I'm at 2750. Are you as well?
Yes, I am.
2750. So 3, 2, 1, go. As the game continues. Magic the Gathering, man. It's a good game. It's totally a good game.
It is, but if it stops you from playing Dota 2, then you might want to think twice about installing it.
About installing it, wow. Okay.
Yeah, if it's installed on your Steam, then you might misclick it instead of Dota 2, and then what the hell you gotta do?
Well, luckily your professional friends will wait for you. And there's a smoke up. They really want to get Psy here. Can they manage to do this?
They don't have any blink initiation. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, I really don't know. Oh, the Clockwork wanted to get in, but he missed by just an inch and dagger away. Phantom Lancer is actually here, though. And yeah, there's nothing's going to happen.
What an anticlimax.
Yeah.
Roshan is back up, which March has now scouted out with one of his many illusions, so that should be very easy pickings for the Dire team.
What? What 437's in the game? He didn't abandon.
That bug happens. Sometimes when you reconnect, the game doesn't realize you've reconnected, and so it's just like, oh, he's not back yet, guess I'll give him an abandon.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Yeah, the Radiants should be really careful about not giving away this Roshan, because, again, they are ahead so far, but there are two very, very powerful carry heroes on the Dire side, which could easily change anything in their favor. The tower advantage could drop instantly to Lycanthrope split pushing, and teamfights could just get owned by a single Drow Ranger right-clicking, even though she is so far behind right now.
She has an Ogre Club as well as a Claymore. What do you build out of an Ogre Club and a Claymore?
A Claymore built into a Shadow Blade, then you realize Shadow Blade isn't going to be useful anymore, so you start building up your BKB.
Uh-huh.
That's what that is.
Okay. Got it. And Lycan does have that Aegis now. So easy, so fast to pick him off. And Phantom Lancer has a Reaver and a Vitality booster, but all that HP isn't going to help if they don't have any more... They don't have any more detection. So never mind. Go away. That's fine. Get away, Phantom Lancer.
Yeah. I'm pretty surprised that Pajkatt has actually picked up a mechanism. For two reasons. One being that he actually managed to get the farm to afford it, and second being that he actually was serious enough to buy a mechanism.
And was that they just picked off the tower, but there was no backdoor protection at all?
Tier 1 towers don't get backdoor protection. Only Tier 2s, 3s, and 4s get that.
Really? I actually didn't know that. I did not know that.
It's either none or it's so small that it's negligible by the time a Drow Ranger reaches level 11.
So, Phantom Lancer, very close to his heart. That's going to be really annoying. He does have his Diffusal Blade for a while now. And Slardar does have the Blink, does have the Vanguard, and now with the Mythal Hammer, very soon going to have the BKB, going to jump in ahead, and they're just not going to be able to do anything to kill these two heroes. I mean, yeah, Drow Ranger is huge, but so much tankiness coming in from the Radiant heroes.
There is a decent amount of tankiness on the Dire as well. I mean, there's the Ogre Magi, who has a natural high amount of strength and picked up the mechanism. There's EGM's Necrolite, who has about as much HP as the Ogre Magi, and has a spammable Death Pulse heal, as well as a Ghost Scepter, so he can't actually be targeted by all that melee stuff. And KuroKy has picked himself up a Plate Mail, which counter-synergizes with his Poor Man's Shield, so it's therefore a terrible choice. But it helps him kind of tanking up a little bit against the damage. Although, of course, a single ultimate click from the Slardar kind of makes all that armor vaporize. It's kind of odd that he's going for a plate mail instead of just chainmail to make into the blade mail, which is a very, really obvious pickup on the clockwork. Because hey, if you're locking someone in your power cogs, then you both kind of can't do much other than kill each other. And if you got blade mail, then you kill him faster than he kills you.
Well, the smoke up is here for S4 Pajkatt and EGM, and they're gonna find Mr. Shadow Fiend. Hello, he has a BKB, ults up, deals so much damage to all of them, but the ultimate from Necrolite stops him in his tracks for a bit, and his death ultimate isn't enough to pick off Pajkatt.
Yep. Pajkatt actually picked up a gem, so that was no way that he could have escaped from that.
Yeah. So, Phantom Lancer does have his heart at this point, and Lycanthrope, well, we'll see what he gets next.
I'd assume a BKB. You'll eventually need one in order to stay alive against Crystal Maidens, Frostbite. Starters many stuns, Shadow Demons many disables as soon as 1437 actually returns into the game. He is actually still disconnected and standing in the fountain doing nothing.
Yeah, he just started being disconnected again. Okay then, well he's already abandoned, so who cares? So it's a 4v5, let's see if they manage to pull this off anyways. At least it balances the game a little bit, I guess.
That is true.
Balance the stupidity of KuroKy in the middle. At the beginning of the game.
I wouldn't say only the beginning.
Well, it's really a question of, can the Dire do enough against the Radiant at this point while he's away? And Slardar does have his BKB now, so it's not going to be easy.
So one more smoke gang coming from the Dire team. Which luckily is not under a ward, even though it was a little bit dangerous to do it there. And they probably want to pick off the Phantom Lancer, but they're not going to find him. March is well aware of the danger of being smoke ganked, so he's just hanging out at his tower. And they could easily dive it, but then they would have to see him first, and they don't.
Yeah, and Draw Ranger as well has her BKB. So, well, she really needs damage right now. She only needs lifesteal and she needs stuff. She needs items. She has nothing.
Yeah, about 2 more big items would be about enough for her to be able to survive a Blink Crush from Slardar into his ultimate, along with Shadow Fiend's minus armor passive, the Presence of the Dark Lord thingy, and their combined damage output. She may be a Draw Ranger, but that amount be able to survive.
Well, Draw Ranger isn't tanky at all. So she has nothing. She's a naked Draw Ranger.
Well, she of course has really high damage because she's a Draw Ranger.
Yeah, but
so
if she gets initiated on, she's dead. She's just immediately dead. She needs to be the last person to come in the team fight, and if she gets initiated on, melt immediately. Really?
Actually, no, they didn't.
They didn't do that.
It's kind of odd. The net worth graph said at one point that he had 0, but he's still walking around with his arcane boots magic wand. So I think he's just trolling.
No, if he could have bought it, but I don't know. I'm not sure. This game is so stupid. S4 TPing out with the BKB is perfectly fine. Yeah, we have Puppey once again. He almost has 3k. So he's not going for a BKB because he could buy one of the parts at least at this point. And he's almost level 16.
He may just be saving to buy the whole thing all at once. Or he may be saving for a Sacred Relic to go into an Abyssal Blade, which is going to help them single out all those guys with BKBs on the Radiant team.
Oh, we have Shadow Fiend with a Shadow Blade coming in here. Invisibility up on the Ogre Magi. And he does see the stun is there immediately. They jump up the ultimate as well to just hold him in place, but the disruption comes in and prevents it. Can he get away? No, the clockwork, the cogs, the damage coming from that managed to pick him off. Slaughter going for S4, and he has a BKB, so the stuns coming in from KuroKy do absolutely nothing. And Phantom Lancer is finally here. Necrolite, they're just waiting, There we go, Ghost Scepter's down. And now you just gotta kill him. One last hit. 500 damage coming in from Shadow Fiend. And there we go, as Clockwork runs away. That just didn't work.
Yeah, that definitely didn't work. And it was
saved him.
Yeah, it was potentially the best way to start. Finding a singling out the Shadow Fiend, who is obviously... He's actually not the most farmed right now. Most farmed has actually been the Phantom Lancer for the past few minutes. He's really picked up his farm. But yeah, singling out the Shadow Fiend, trying to get him down as fast as possible. But I think the Necrolite ulti might have been a bit excessive. And then the Shadow Demon just comes in and is that OP supporter guy that he is. And just wastes all that effort. And it didn't save Shadow Fiend from inevitable death. But it did make sure that the Dire team had to just invest so much more into getting that kill. And start getting distracted and displaced and all that stuff. So that helped create the room for Phantom Lancer to find openings on the really squishy Drow Ranger, the really squishy Necrolites, the really squishy Ogre Magi, and just do what a Phantom Lancer does. Right-click people with insane damage.
Last I saw, Clan War had boots and stick, now he's all going up. Clockwork, oh. As Clan War, what the hell? Yeah, Clockwork finally has a Shiva's Guard he's been working on this entire game, pretty much. And Phantom Lancer has a Manta Style.
Don't forget the PMS. Very important item pickup, is central to his gameplay.
Stun up on S4, and Slarta actually has a Hyperstone, so that's scary. And Drow Ranger doesn't even waste a BKB. She knows she's dead. S4 just screw this.
Yeah, I have the idea that S4 isn't all that happy about his teammates. I mean, he kind of deserves it for being a Drow picker, but he's probably the only one on their team who has been playing serious the whole game long. I mean, sure, Puppey and EGM has been playing pretty well for the majority of it, but both of them also had some really weird moves. And
well, the racks in the middle are just... This is just gonna drop so quickly. Fortification is there, and everybody's actually here except for Lycan. And Drow's obviously dead. And the Slaughter jumps in, the stun is there, BKB EGM on a lot of trouble. He does manage to fall very quickly. Clockwork, Cogs only got Phantom Lancer, but that's not gonna help you. He's just gonna fucking drop. And ST actually falls to Ogre Magi with a proper stun lycanthrope on the run, BKB and ult up, and Necrolite. Yeah, he's level 16. That ult, you have a half HP, you're dead. You're just dead, and Slardar drops. Can they get Phantom Lancer? The silence is there, he immediately mantas up, and now he's invisible. Do they have vision? They have no vision.
Yep, and sadly even Puppey wasn't able to get any pickoffs. Tried to go for Universe, but he's just too tanky. Doesn't even seem all that tanky, but he managed to survive quite easily. Then tried to go for Crystal Maiden, but Crystal Maiden has a Ghost Scepter and a Blink Dagger. So she could just turn ethereal and then blink the hell away and be totally fine. So that just went
badly.
Really badly, and it's almost surprising that they even managed to pick off those 2 kills, but they weren't very important kills. Which isn't all that nice to say, but hey, it's one of your supports and your main initiator whose carry potential really lies in giving more damage to the Phantom Lancer and Shadow Fiend more so than doing damage himself. So he already did his job, he could die, doesn't really matter.
Well, Roshan is finally going to drop. Lycan has the Aegis, EGM picks up the cheese. This is the third Roshan, I believe, or the fourth one. No, it's the third Roshan of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, the die are picking off so quickly, which might actually help them out a little bit. I still think Draw Ranger should just pick off the Shadow Blade. But I don't know.
She might actually do that. She got past the cheese now by EGM because he's a Necrolite. He doesn't really need that. He's got his own heals. And
Yeah,
pretty
but-
much no mana, so these illusions target him.
God, the Phantom Lancer. Well, the Phantom Lancer with a heart is just can't do anything. And Slardar jumps in once again. The BKB S4 targets him exactly, and the Clockwork actually manages to find Crystal Maiden, but he stands there and gets hit by that Shadow Fiend. The ult up on Shadow Fiend, but he BKBs at the last second to avoid the damage.
I
And
think
EGM
did he
on the
meta
run.
dodge that? Can you do that?
I think, yeah, he just used up the BKB. The damage, I believe, is magical, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't go through a BKB, but I'm not
The
sure if you
stun
want
works, but the stun works on the BKB, but not the damage.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
So yeah, again, despite all that effort, only 2 unimportant kills. The Initiator and the Support. Both carries are still up.
And SD dies immediately to a successful multicast.
But
Well,
at least
that's
this time they
another
managed
tower.
to hang on to their racks.
Yeah.
That's the good news. And Draw Ranger actually did pick up her Shadow Blade.
Yeah, finally. Now she can attack 30 attack speed faster.
Yes, and 30 damage more.
Yeah.
And maybe if Shadow Fiend isn't around, she can also actually go invisible. Who knows? It might happen.
I don't think anything matters anymore. Phantom Lancer is level 21. I mean, really, he has a heart, and what's coming in? Oh, a full butterfly. Coming
Obviously,
in
man.
for March. He's gonna sell his Ring of Basilius. He's full items, almost. He needs to upgrade his Diffusal, get rid of the Town Portal Scrolls, get a Boots of Travel,
And get a Daedalus.
and get a Daedalus, yeah. Or a Divine Rapier, might as well. The Phantom Lancer is so huge, he can... They don't need to do anything. Wow.
They'd probably pretty much be fine if Phantom Lancer just split push the bottom lane, or the top lane, either one doesn't really matter, and the rest of the team started pressuring the other lane. Pretty sure that nothing the Dire team could do against that.
Man, this is just kind of sad. That beginning with Pajkatt and KuroKy, that's just...
Sometimes next level Dota doesn't actually win you games. Sorry to say.
Next level Dota, man. Ganking at level 1 and missing the cogs, and then suiciding the tower just to get that career.
Well,
Hell
that
yeah.
was an attempt at... Oh, they actually
Phantom
did.
Lancer, the stun actually hits. Do they have vision? Yeah, they do. But the ultimate from Necrolite is going to stop him from TPing out. Still on the run, Marsh. Solo, everybody's here. And yeah, he does actually fall. Marsh is
Oh,
telling me
yes,
to
I was wrong.
scavenge the map for TPs because I'm that broke. And there's a lot of TPs. March is telling me to scavenge the map for TPs, 1437, and we
Pretty
did
sure
see...
March just placed those TPs everywhere.
No,
Just to taunt
there
them.
was another one here, and there were a lot of them everywhere.
Can we stop looking for TPs?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah, Shadowfiend has a Chrysalis now. He also has a Emerald Dominator for a while. And Puppey, at the end of his ultimate, Sai's just gonna... No, don't TP out, Shadowfiend. No, just fight. You can kill them. Well, Slaughter's on the run. He doesn't have a sprint just yet. Stuns up, but it does nothing to Lycanthrope. And can they get him? KuroKy, did he get anyone? No, he actually missed
Nope.
that hook. Slaughter once again with the stun, but the multicast times 2. And the cogs are going to keep him in place. Ghost Scepter's gonna save Necrolite, and
Radiant's bottom tower
yeah, that's about it. Necrolite did manage to pick off
Radiant's
Shadow Demon.
structures are fortified.
So now there's actually only 2 heroes on the Radiant team alive.
Uh-huh.
Now
Yeah,
3 with
and
the
S4 is kind of having fun at the bottom tower. So that's dead. And the Rax is going to fall in about 3 seconds with all that DPS coming in. But there we go, there's March. The Aegis immediately pops. S4 should get the hell out of there. And Puppey... Can they do much? EGM taking a lot of damage. Ults up on...
Universe is just right-clicking people and no one seems to care.
Yeah, Jar Ranger's so low HP, but she's trying to get away. Just stay away from the... Can she do this? No, he managed to find her. And the KuroKy actually comes in here, Cogs. Nope, doesn't even need it. Enough damage coming from Lycanthrope. Well, KuroKy is going to die here. Or is he? They're actually... The Cogs are really annoying, and can he get away here? Well,
Nope.
no, Crystal Maiden. Dagger's up. Bye-bye Clockwork. They did get the Rex, though.
Damn.
But counter push, man. They're just streamlining the mid lane.
Double damage.
Yeah, I don't blame them. Soon as this is pretty much a wake-up call. They can actually get our racks if we fuck around too much. So let's just make sure that that doesn't happen again by getting another Rax.
Clockwork can buy back. Draw Ranger can buy back as well.
Puppey wastes his ultimate, but hey, it's a low cooldown anyway, and
Dire's middle tower
he's gotta get back to his fountain to heal up so he can actually fight
Yeah,
properly.
all these illusions do so much damage to the tower. The tier 4 tower, it's actually going to go down here. That's just illusion. That's just Phantom Lancer being a dick. And the Rax is here. Necrolite comes in, but Psy doesn't care. Slardar, well, that's going to save him for a bit. And Phantom Lancer just hitting up. He manages to get away. Slardar does drop the EGM's ultimate. And S4 hits up. He did use up everything he has. The Shadow Blade as well. And March solo HP does. Jar Ranger dies immediately and buys back. March is still alive. Someone killed that guy.
Not
He has
for long.
100 HP.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. Necrolite just standing around. Kills him with Heartstopper Aura. So,
Actually,
those
there
were-
was a death pulse
Oh,
chasing
coming
him
in?
at exactly the same movement speed as the Phantom Lancer. That's why it took so long.
So 4 heroes dead. PL did buy back immediately, and he does have his upgraded Diffusal Blade, and, well, he did buy back now, so normal
And they
money.
did so
but-
little damage, actually. They got one tier 4 tower, the other is at 37 HP, so Dire should totally deny that one. And they didn't manage to get the melee rack stop, so... That's... At least they had buyback. If they didn't have the buybacks there, so that they could easily defend this mid push, then that would have been potentially a game loser.
Radiant's middle
Yeah, the Dire can't do much. The Clockwork misses once again, that hook. Yeah, they should get back. They can't really fight this. I mean, everybody's back.
What has Puppey picked up just now? It's 2 javelins. He's going for a Monkey King bar.
And he does have the money for it. So yeah, there's
Yep.
the MKB coming in.
It's an obvious pick up against the Phantom Lancer's Butterfly. And a potential Butterfly on the Shadow Fiend, even though he's not actually going for it. He's going for crits and Satanic.
Radiant's top tower
And there we
Eventually.
go. Once again, Slaughter jumps in here. Pajkatt so dead. And everybody has so much HP. S4 just pounding away. Lycanthrope picks off Slaughter. Phantom Lancer did pick off Ogre Mage, like we said. And who's disrupted? That's Shadow Fiend. So low HP trying to get away. The ultimate from Necrolite. So much illusions everywhere. Phantom Lancer manages to pick off Necrolite. And Draw Ranger as well. Those illusions. That's just enough. Ogre Mage buys back immediately, but they're all retreating. They gotta get the hell back and survive for 65 more seconds without Draw Ranger, because she doesn't have buyback.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Yeah, and it seems like Puppey has the right idea. We can't defend, so the best thing we can do is make sure that the Radiant team can't attack. And he really should be finding an opening to split push right now, which is probably going to be on the mid lane, actually.
Oh, KuroKy's gonna get caught here. He did hookshot, but the corpse was the only thing that made it.
Puppey is
Puppey? Where is Puppey? Oh.
He's in the mid lane. He was trying to go for Universe, and I thought this is a really big Shadow Fiend. I kind of don't want to. And I'm not sure if he would have been able to win that 1v1.
Oh,
There was CM there, but she can't do anything when you're BKB'd.
Yeah, this seems kind of done. They're going for Roshan. Finally, it's going to go for the Radiant. This is the fifth Roshan we've seen in this game.
Fourth.
And March doesn't really need it. Shadow Fiend doesn't need it as well. PL gets it. See, this PL can solo anything pretty much, especially with that Aegis. And the cheese, they're not sure what to do with the cheese.
Slaughter wants to get the cheese, but he needs a slot for that, which he can get once he finishes his Assault Kyrus, which he needs 5 more gold for, and... no, it's 100 more.
No, it's
actually.
100 more. Yeah, the career needs to be there as well. So, god damn it! Fine, sprint, kill something, just die. I really need the gold. I hate when this happens in every game. There's like, I just need like a little bit more gold. This is so annoying. And now the career is gonna get there so slowly because if you use the speed burst, you just God, I want my goddamn cheese. He goes closer. Finally, he gets it, and now he needs to go all the way back for the cheese. He's not even gonna do that, is he?
He kind of shouldn't, because there's a whole Dire team crashing through the bot lane.
Yeah, and notice
It's an odd lane to choose since the racks are already down there, but I guess it does give them the creep advantage.
is still DC'd. So it's 4v5. They have a shot. They have a shot because it's 4v5. It's a stupid situation, but they have a shot.
Pretty sure 437 just gave up on this stupid game and
Well,
left.
he already has it abandoned, so he doesn't care. S4 drops immediately to Phantom Lancer and Shadow Fiend, doing so much damage. And the BKB Puppey manning up to Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend just thinks better of and gets away. EGM has that. He's just fine. Standing in the middle, and yeah, Crystal made an ultimate. That's going to help out.
He didn't even get his ultimate off.
Yeah, but you need to pick off Necrolite. They're gone, man.
All the carries are gone, just go through, well...
The creeps are gonna...
Already creeps killing the Ancient.
Yeah. Necrolite bites back to help as well. He just uses that Ghost Scepter so efficiently. Just stands in the middle, everybody's like, we want to kill you. Oh, this is... Yeah, they can't do much without both of their main carries. And
Yeah, this is just gonna be Universe, clicking, well, first KuroKy, then the racks.
GG, guys. Needed far more. So this game was freaking weird. In so many ways.
Yep. I guess we've learned that roaming Clock Ogre Magi is not the greatest combination.
Yeah, and my webcam, you see me in complete delay. I apologize for that. But yeah, we have seen a lot of things here.
We've seen quite a few less BKBs than we would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, definitely. And, well, we've learned a lot of things today, that when you mess around, it doesn't work in most cases. Again, I'm sorry for the delay, it's just horrible, but I can't do anything right now. So we're just going to wrap this up. We learned that an all-star team that does stupid stuff doesn't really work, I guess.
Where's an all-star team that has an actual synergistic lineup with amazing Chronosphere synergies, gets easy kills.
Yeah, that Chronosphere
wins.
Actually, everybody, it was a perfect combination of 5 heroes. The Chronosphere hits and everybody just destroys whatever's left. And yeah, that's about it. That wraps up Pubwatch 16 with all the technical difficulties that we've had. Hopefully next week I'll have everything perfect. So sorry for this, guys, but I believe the audio is okay, should be okay. And other than that, my name has been KOKOStern. It's still actually KOKOStern. You can find me on Twitter at KOKOStern. You can find Onin, follow Onin. If you want to contact me directly, KOKOSterncontact@gmail.com. And that's about it for today. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, that's it. Onin, did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
No, okay, so we will see you next time. See ya.